Crumbs, there's two constants in life: football in the fall and wearing shorts year-round.
Just the Crum way.
72 degrees is a mindset.
Senior quarterback Connor Crum grew up around the game and then grew into the Mountain View starting quarterback and Conference Player of the Year. His dad, Brian, is the longtime head coach at Mountain View High School.
Great, going everybody on the 20-yard line. Go, Brian!
The player-coach, father-son dynamic is nothing new for the Crumbs. Brian started coaching Connor ever since he was a little kid. Baseball, basketball, football, you name it. Brian was on the sidelines.
He's never known any different. He never has. I've coached him since he was 4 years old. I'm super lucky that he's let me coach him because some kids don't.
For the past 16 years, Brian has coached football at Mountain View High School, 12 of those years as the head coach, and all of those years with Connor by his side.
Riding the bus and, being the ball boy or the water boy or running around the locker room like a little rugrat.
As a wide-eyed kid, Connor dreamed that one day he'd be the one putting the shoulder pads on, playing ball for his dad.
I grew up coming to everything and watching him coach and trying to be a part of everything.
But before he had the chance to become a high school football player, adversity would strike Connor and the Crum family. In 7th grade, Connor was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes.
He got out of the hospital on day 3 at about 2 o'clock, and he was at basketball practice that night at 7 o'clock.
The pandemic turned his freshman year at Mountain View upside down. And then in 2022, Connor, Brian, and the Crumbs lost their mother and wife to an autoimmune disease.
She'd definitely be super proud of us. We know she'll be watching from above and just, play for her and just know she's super proud.
She's watching. She's been watching this whole year.
But through adversity, heartache, and challenges, the Crumbs stuck together and their bond forged tighter.
Certainly grieved and felt it powerfully. At the same time, made our family tighter and closer.
That bond carried over to the field. And in 2023, Brian got to live out every dad's dream. His son Connor, along with his best buddies and teammates that had grown up hanging around the Crum household, were now a talented bunch of senior football players and were ready to lead the Cougars.
I've coached a lot of these kids since they were 4th and 5th grade in multiple sports, basketball and baseball and football as well.
Connor and the boys did something special. They began reeling off wins, one after another after another. And Connor was living out his boyhood dreams with his best friends by his side.
I love this group of guys we got. I've had just so much fun with them every day, practice, different games. It's been awesome.
Mountain View entered the 5A playoffs undefeated, and the magical season continued.
This was a team that was special, and we knew that. But I don't think anybody knew, including even our coaches, that we were going to be as good as we were.
The Cougars hosted and won their first 2 playoff games before dominating the state semifinal on a neutral field.
That was when I think it kind of dawned on a lot of us, we're good. We're really good.
But the fairy tale Hollywood ending wasn't to be. The Cougars coming oh so close, but eventually losing their final game of the season in the state championship.
We were ourselves. And on that night, it just wasn't quite enough.
It was crushing.
The heartache of defeat and the finality of their time together as coach and son, father and quarterback.
Of course there were tears, because that's the last time we're going to do that situation together.
But now 3 weeks later, And that sting, that heartache, is already being replaced with the realization that they truly accomplished something special together.
Super proud. You know, I don't even know if I can express it the right way. Just you feel it, right? It's one of those things you feel, and it's something I'll never forget, that's for sure.
It's awesome being able to do it with my dad, with all my brothers and teammates. It's amazing.
The memories will last a lifetime. The disappointment and the pain will fade.
You said the words, it's a fairy tale, right? You know, if you would have asked me 10 years ago, what would I have hoped for? Yeah.
In Bend, Eric Lindstrom, Central Oregon Daily News.